anything in the 90s is considered technically vintage, which I don't really like thinking about that because then that means I'm vintage, which is fine. Hi there, Michelle here, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is a thrift haul. Okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't gonna make this video because the last 2 weeks I did a little bit of thrifting and I bought some things, and so I'm like, I don't need to do another thrift haul so soon, so I'm like, I'm gonna do a vlog. Vlog's already out. It was a video before this one, so if you haven't watched it, definitely check that out. Not that it relates too much to this one, but if you missed it, you know, maybe watch it. So sometimes when I do go thrifting and I don't find a lot, I usually just take that and just add it to a vlog. So last Friday, my sister wanted to do a little bit of thrifting, and I'm like, I also can't say no to doing a little bit of thrifting. And my expectations was I was gonna find a few things. Just a few things. I had to buy a bag from Value Village because of how much stuff I found. I wasn't going in there looking for anything specific. Yes, I do have a thrift list, but I wasn't really like going off of that for that excursion. It was more of a, let's see what I find. I'm part of like, you know, the Super Savers thing for Value Village where they'll send you coupons here and there. And I actually had one that was like 30% off all clothing. I'm like, great, maybe I'll find a cute sweater or a cute cardigan or something. I found mainly home decor items. So the coupon was useless, and that's what always happens when I go to a thrift store. I find things that I don't need the coupon for. Like I'll find clothing when I have a home coupon. I'll find home stuff when I have the clothing coupon. You know, this thrift haul, Thrift With Me, is gonna be a little bit different because again, usually when I do these videos, I film a lot more in stores, but because it was supposed to be part of a vlog, I didn't do a lot of filming in the store as much as I would normally do to make up for that. What I wanna do in this video, which is never really done this before. Not like it's a big deal or anything. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the item and then we're gonna go put it in my room somewhere and home decor this thing up. Not like I need more things. The things that I found, I think, suit this room of mine. So I think that's, you know, makes up for the lack of in-store footage. If that's what y'all like more, is seeing what's in the store. Anywho, yeah, let's get right into what I found. Where do I even start? We'll start with the one clothing item that I found. I found this long sleeve mock neck shirt. I mean, you probably look at this and be like, Michelle, don't you already own like 20 of these? You're not wrong. But I don't own this one. I don't own it in these beautiful fall autumn colors because I am a sucker. I am a sucker for these colors. I did pay $6. Amazing. And the brand is Denver Haze. Denver Haze. I love anything with a mock neck that is striped, that looks like it belongs in the 70s or the 80s, or something that one of the kids from Stranger Things would wear in the show. That's basically my style. We'll just do a little try on and I'll show you what it looks like on. All right, so this is how it fits me. It is a little itchy. I'm not too sure what it's made out of, but it is quite itchy. Also, it's a little bit more clingy than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, I really do love these colors, and I will deal with the itchiness of it if it is cute. But yeah, it is a large, so I thought that it'd be a lot more baggier than it is. It's a lot more tighter. Yeah, it's a little bit more tighter than I thought, because like holding it up, it looked like it'd be more of a looser fit than it is, and I think it's just the fabric choices. I'm gonna say it's not bad, but it's not my favorite fit, but I really like how it looks. So we'll give it a chance, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I gotta wear it a few times to figure that out, or wear it never to also figure that out. Time to get into all the other things that I found. I hit the jackpot with this haul because this has to literally be probably the best retro vintage thrift haul that I've ever had. When I say vintage, I think what comes to my mind is like antiques, but antiques is different than vintage, and vintage is different than retro. All right, so what it says here, I'm just reading it from this post, is that the difference between retro and vintage is to think of vintage as referring to the actual structure, I guess, and retro is referring to the aesthetic. That makes sense. So vintage is like the actual item and retro is the feel that something gives off. That's what I'm gonna say, because that's really what I think about it. Also, antique is anything older that is furniture, decor than 100 years old, and vintage has to be at least 20 years old. So anything in the 90s is considered technically vintage, which I don't really like thinking about that because then that means I'm vintage, which is fine. So everything in here, it just has that very retro feel, vibe, aesthetic to it. And there was so much stuff in this store that I just kept putting it in the basket. I couldn't stop myself. So let's just get right into like some of the first things that I found. So I actually found 2 of these vintage hand towels, and they will look very familiar because I already own it. This one I thrifted probably a year and a half ago. These are the ones that I thrifted from the other day. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one here, are they the same brand? Where's the brand on this? So the brand on this one is called Drylon, and then the brand on this one, Camtext. So they're 2 different brands, but they're pretty much the same. These seem to be more daisies, whereas this one seems to be like different types of flowers. But the one that I thrifted last year is actually in better condition than these 2. So my plan for these ones, because they're very faded. I would love to make a hoodie or a sweatshirt out of these 2. Yeah, even though like I always say like I'm not really into sewing, but when I find something like this, I'm like, I think I might be back into sewing again. Could you imagine this as a sweatshirt? I think this would look so cute. I have to figure out what I want because they're not that big. So either I would make this like a front and a back, or 2 sleeves or something. That's down the road when I want to get back into sewing. But I thought that these were just so cute. I couldn't pass them up. And they were only $3 each. $3 for this magnificent retro tea towel. Hand towel. That's the word. I couldn't think of it for like 5 seconds. The reason why I'm in the towel section now is I'm really looking for those vintage 1970s, 1980s towels. Like I said, for that, I see a lot of people taking towels and making them into sweatshirts, making them into hoodies and zip-ups and everything. I really would like to do that. So I'm kind of been looking in those sections. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet. I might just leave it as is because it's hecka adorable. I found this beautiful, beautiful towel. Look at how cute this is. It's so adorable. I don't think I want to cut it up. Price was $5.49. That's not bad. And it's basically the reverse on both sides. So it's like that, and then when it's flipped over, it's the same, and then there's nothing like on the back because it's a towel. It does say here that it is made in Italy. There's a little tag right there. 85% cotton and then 15% other fibers. What does other fibers mean? I don't know. Maybe one day when I have my own house, I can like display it. But for now, we'll just add it to the fabric stash. Okay, speaking of fabric stash, I didn't need to buy this, but I saw it and I'm like, this would look perfect in my room. A duvet cover. I just love it. And this is what it looks like on the back. It's like this yellow gingham. My favorite fabric, this one here. It is so beautiful. I just thought this was so adorable. And what I love about duvet covers is that you can buy as many as you want, and then with the seasons or your aesthetic changing or whatever, you can just swap them out and just put your blanket, your plain blanket, into one of these. So that's what I really like about duvet covers. And I've actually made my own duvet covers in the past. What I'll do is I'll get 2. Oh, Pippin, do you want to come in? Oh, it's Morty. Hi, Morty. I'm filming, Morty. Come here. Oh, don't yell at me. It's Morty. He wanted to come in. Okay, go sit in the window or on my bed, wherever you want to sit. If you want to make your own duvet cover, it's really easy. All I do is just take 2 non-fitted sheets, sew them up, leave a space at the bottom, and then you just put your comforter in. I have 3 blankets because sometimes I get cold. 2 of them are obviously like very vintagey looking, but the other one just sticks out like a sore thumb because it's more from the 90s, maybe a little bit from the 80s. It looks more like a 90s blanket, but I thought I could cover it in this. The only thing is I'm pretty sure that this is a twin and the one that I have is a double, so I'll make it work. Where is the price? Oh, I think I took the price off, right? Because I washed it, so I took the price off of it. It was $5.49 for this. $5.49 for a whole duvet cover. So I'm now putting the blanket that doesn't match into the duvet cover, and I always forget how much of a challenge it is doing so. But you can see how this blanket doesn't really match the other 2 blankets that I have, where this new duvet cover, it matches it perfectly. So I just have to put the camera down while I do this because it is stressful putting a comforter in a duvet cover. That was less home decor. Well, the blanket was kind of home decor, but we're gonna get more into some home decor stuff now. Let me just put this out there. I didn't need this, but when I saw it, I envisioned what I can do with it. That's this. It just sits on your desk and you can put some pens in here. I guess you could put your mail back here. It is like a velvet, so it's like non-slip, I guess. And then it has these little bars at the end to make sure your mail doesn't go sliding out. And I had recently redone my desk. If you've seen that, it's just, I put contact paper that I got from the Dollarama over a white minimalism type of desk that just didn't serve any purpose that I did not find joy in. But then I saw this and I'm like, this would be a lovely addition to my desk. And I paid $5 for it. But yeah, so for $5, I got this really, really cute vintage old man desk organizer. This is something that I feel like my grandpa would have owned. That's what I always think. Would he have owned it? If the answer is yes, then I buy it. So I'm kind of thinking I want this to go here where those are, so I'll have to move that. Decided against putting it there, and instead I put it on this side because this little cat, it's the only place that cat could fit because it has to face the way it is, otherwise it'll be up backwards. Put it here. I think this would look good to hide like my hard drive in the back. And then I can put my pens and, you know, pencils, stuff like that. And then I have like my notebook, and then I can put my camera there, or maybe put it in a camera bag where it probably should go. But yeah, I think this will be good for now because it's not in my way and I don't have to move the little baby cat somewhere else, because I really do like it and I think it just works. All right, and then, oh, I completely forgot about this. I picked this up. It's so cute. I paid $4 for it. Let me take the sticker off because it's like hiding some of it. I hate these stickers. I get it. They make it so that way it's hard to peel off and like put on other products, you know, in the store. Why can't they put it on the back? Like, you could just put it on the back. Why you gotta put it on the front? I don't know. It is a picture of a American robin. There is a little half of a tag back here. It says wood carved. I think it might say hand painted, and then it says American Robin. There's just a little bit of information, but that's what I'm getting from it. And I paid $4 for this, and it'll just hang up on my wall, but like, look at that, right? It's like this 3D image of this robin. I love these things. I think I do have a spot where I want to put it. It's up there, so we'll get to that today. And I saw it and I'm just like, oh, do I really need this? Yeah, I really did need this, so I picked it up. Here's the thing, I have this, but I feel like these spots are just so empty, and I have like the little owl here, thinking like that could go in there. Also, I use tacks for everything. That will just go. How's that look? I think that looks really good. I would like to put something there and maybe something there. I like that. I like how it fills up the space. And then the last item is technically two items, but they were sold separately and I couldn't buy one without buying the other, so I had to buy both of them. I bought these. Yeah, I know. One is a barometer and the other one is a thermometer. These were $6 each. Wish they were $3 each, so they were $6 together. But for some reason, I don't know, every time I go to a thrift store now, these things are just so expensive. But when I didn't want them, they weren't expensive. But then when I was looking for one last year, which is up there now, I couldn't find them. Then I found one. Then I keep finding them everywhere, but they sometimes want like $20 for them now. And so when I saw these for $6 each, I'm like, I kind of need them. Let me just take this sticker off. Look at all this empty space that the sticker could go, but no, they put it on the front. It had better not peel off. Okay, that one came off. That one came off nice and smooth. This one better come off nice and smooth and not ruin the finish. Okay, good. The finish is good. That was what I was worried about. I was like driving home. I was driving home and then I'm like, wait a minute, what if the sticker peels off this? It didn't, so that's fantastic. So I just need to give them like a good little wipe down, little wash, but they're so cute. And I think I'm gonna hang them like this. I think that would look good. And I do have a spot. I just have to move something else that I had put there. I'll find another spot for it. The brand is Virashon. That's the brand of it. I'm bad at spelling and I'm bad at pronunciations. Harris and Mallow Productions, Farmingdale, New Jersey. Made in the USA. So I definitely feel like these are, they're definitely vintage. They're definitely vintage. These things were not made in the last 30 years. But yeah, I saw these and I'm like, these are so adorable. They would look good like this. They would also look good like this. They would look good like this. There's so many ways that I can like decorate decorate them on my wall. So that's what we're gonna do.
So I was thinking about putting the other two things, like the barometer and the thermometer, here, because I just have this little guy right now, but he's not really serving any purpose. Like, I don't have any keys or anything to put on him. So I'm just gonna move him somewhere else. I think I'm gonna put the thermometer higher, and then I'm gonna put the barometer underneath it. I love how the wood grain almost kind of matches the back wall. Like, not in color, but like, I don't know, I love it. And then I'm gonna put the other one, I think, right there. And then this just has a little back right there. I think it needs to go down just a little bit. I like how that looks. And now all I have to do is switch that door, which I actually did find doors for, which you probably saw in my last video. And hopefully by now they've been changed. I think those just look really good there.
I cannot believe how much vintage stuff and retro stuff I found. Usually I'll find like one thing once a month. That's more on the retro side. The fact that I found this many things at one store, by the way, okay? One store, I found all of this. So that will do it for this video. If you're new to my channel, like sewing, crafting, crocheting, and of course thrifting, why not hit that subscribe button? You can follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. I think that is it. So y'all have a good day now.